Okay, everybody, this is the Adventure League, a league consisting of only myself. I know that's really exciting. I actually got the Adventure League name from Grandia 1, in which Justin never goes on an adventure, which is fun enough. I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII, which I know you're all excited about. I did not first play this game after Advent Children came out, which is a big thing for me because I feel like there's a lot of people that say, Final Fantasy VII is the greatest game in the world because I watched Advent Children. By the way, who are those other people? I only know Cloud and Aerith and Tifa, which I will say it is also not Aerith to me. I first played this game, and there she is, it's Aerith. First played this game when I want to say about 7 years old. It was made in 1998, I believe, or 97. I can't recall which one. I've played it about 25 times at least. It's one of my favorite games. Recently, talking to a friend of mine, Risen Chud, about all the basically crazy shit that happens in this game. And so he requested I do a Let's Play so that he wouldn't have to go through and spend all, 4,000 hours on this game that it takes. Which is, there it is, 1997. This is it. I like to think I know almost everything about this game. So I'm sure a lot of you will be like, oh, that's cool, I didn't know that. A lot of you people will rage and say, what the hell are you talking about? That's not how that is. If you know for a fact something that I say is completely wrong, feel free to obviously let me know. And here we go. Let's get off this train. Got Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse here, kicking ass. Not taking any names because they don't give a shit. First permanent black character that we actually have. The second one we see in Final Fantasy XIII, named Sazh. I try to get most of the items that I feel are important. There's obviously, I don't know where every single one is. I forgot I'm going to have to mess with the config here in just a second. Because, we gotta have our active time battle, all that good shit that I love. You'll hear that a lot. I'm gonna try to skip over a lot of the grinding, which is RPG necessary, but there's certain things that I will go through. And let's get going. Don't forget to get your potions. Everybody loves potions. Although nobody ever uses them. Wow, you used to be in Soldier alright. Not every day you find one in a group like Avalanche. Little backstory side note, Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse are all members of Avalanche, but this Avalanche is not the first Avalanche. Kind of skip through that. If you have ever played the cell phone game, which I would not be amazed if you have, and I would not be amazed if you haven't. I believe it's one of the Japanese-only games, but Before Crisis is the cell phone game. It's really popular in Japan, obviously. You learn that the first Avalanche is a different group that's a little bit more extreme than this Avalanche. They just pretty much blow shit up. They go to Junin Cannon, and they have 3 elaborate schemes that they've got running, and their entire plan is to hijack the Junin Canyon, turn it around, and blow up Midgar with it, which are both Shinra run places. So, this Avalanche was started after the death of the first Avalanche leader, and they're a little bit less extreme, but they're fighting for a better reason, I like to believe. All of our Shinra lackeys, which are not too different from Cloud himself. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. And if you don't, you'll find out if you watch my Let's Plays. Like I said, I like to think that I'm a big, huge Final Fantasy VII nerd. And I think this game's pretty much one of the greats. Yeah, after all, I did work for Shinra, you know. Barrett is one of my favorite people because he's one of the only people that cusses so bad that they wouldn't put it in the game. And, I mean, who knows if it's even him cussing, it just kind of blurs it out. The old-fashioned way, too, with asterisks, @signs, $signs, all that good stuff. And he never says, alright. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine, but whatever. He always says, alright, with a W. Graphics are pretty high tech. Got some creepy walking in and out of everybody. Right now, Cloud and Barrett are on a mission to destroy this reactor, which has been sucking the life stream out of the planet, turning it into Mako energy, which the crazy, power-hungry Shinra Electric Power Company uses to fund all of their supply energy to their entire corporation, but they're sucking the planet dry in doing so. So we are on our way. Oh crap! We are on our way to destroy this reactor. Oh look, Jesse waited for me. That was awfully nice of her. Pretty much at this point in the game, there's no real need to use any magic. Obviously, everything here is pretty weak, as you can see. I've not yet to have to hit anything. And this game's pretty slow from the start, as most games are. RPGs especially, because they have a lot of gameplay, a lot of story set up to them. I'm sure if you're watching this, you know enough to know that that's the way it is. Think about it, there's some really freaky monsters. Some of these things are like humanoids too. Press select here, we'll pull up our bar, it'll tell us what all their names are. Well, if I don't kill them first. That is a grunt, not too weird. Then we have our mono drives. It's just interesting in itself. Oh, I should probably attack instead of wasting time. Nice big one. And lots of damage. I know battles are a big, you know, kind of a boring part of RPGs. The boss fights are a whole lot more fun. But really, it's just kind of, if anyone's ever played Dungeons and Dragons, it's like that. You get through your story, and you get to your battles, and your battles take so long compared to everything else you've been going through. A lot of these are just directions. I'm not going to skip over every text because I really love the story of this game, and it's pretty fun to get into. And it's actually pretty crazy, some of the things that happen. There's a lot of stuff you can really miss if you haven't played, not really Dirge of Cerberus, because Dirge of Cerberus is a sequel to Advent Children, which is a sequel to this. But there is a lot of stuff that you can miss. This is our save point right here. If you don't play Crisis Core and Before Crisis. But Crisis Core is really the big one, because that sets up the entire scheme for Final Fantasy VII. I would definitely recommend playing Crisis Core if you have a PSP, and if you're actually interested in Final Fantasy VII. It really sets up the plot for everything. You learn a lot of crazy stuff, really. for our limit breaks, I'll show you in just a second, but there's basically 2 levels to each limit break. Well, there's 4 levels, but on each level there is a different level. I don't really know how to explain it. There's 2 halves to it, basically. And I'll show you here in just a second. We'll go to our limit break section right here. Let's look at clouds. For instance, as you see, he has 4 different levels, but we can't access any of these yet. The level 4 always contains just 1 limit break, and it's something that you have to do something special to get it. For each person it's different. Like for Cloud, you have to go to the Golden Saucer and, you know, hit up the battle area, and you have to sit there and fight your ass off. You have to get like 64,000 battle points, I believe it is. But anyways, how the limit break levels work is that for each level you will get your second half. In order to get the second half of the level, say for Braver, I think you have to use Braver, it is 7 or 8 times. Once you've done that, you'll get his next one, which is Cross Slash. Now after you get Cross Slash, and that'll be your second half of level 2, you can use, or level 1, I apologize, you can use your level 1 limit breaks. You can either use Braver or Cross Slash. Once you have Cross Slash, you would then get to level 2, not by using your limit break a certain amount of times, but you would get to level 2 through killing, getting the finishing blow on any monster. There's different amounts that you have to get for each person. I want to say it's like 50 or something. It's really not bad though, because, you know, most of the time you're fighting anyways. I mean, you could get almost all the, like, they're almost up to their level 4 limit breaks just from fighting everything in the game and not running away, like a little bitch. But, yeah, so that's how you get your limit breaks.